Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for joining us tonight to celebrate the marriage of Paul Hutchinson and Kelly Mitchell.
Speak up.
Louder? Okay. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Andrew Innes, right? I answer to Andrew, Andy Roo, Dr. Giggy. Now here's the dude. I've known Paul for 14 odd years, and to say I'm honoured and delighted to be Paul's best man out of a pool of many good men is an understatement. Testimony to how close we've become, over the years, I think. Yeah. We've experienced many things together, Paul and I, usually revolving around the ocean. Holidays, Sumatra, Tasmania, Whitsundays, and the garden. So it's one of the things we love, to do. Many, many happy days. Lots of laughter, good food, and great conversation. I really don't feel like the best man tonight. I think you all agree Paulie was the best man.
Yeah.
I think I'm just a great guy. I would like to get things started by drawing everyone's attention away from me for a moment to look at Kelly, Paul's beautiful bride. How gorgeous is secondly, I would like to draw your attention to the beautiful bridesmaid, Jessica. And thirdly, Maggie. Been waiting a long time.
I'm so glad it's had.
Alright, there we go. I would also like to acknowledge Paul's brothers, John and Jeff, and Paul's auntie Elva. And just to mention Paul's parents, who are no longer with us here tonight. I know they'd be absolutely thrilled and very proud to see Paul finally settle down and procreate after all this time. I tried surfing the net to find out ideas and the protocol of being the best man. It's the first time I've ever been asked to do it. And quite frankly, I found more interesting things to look at. So I gave that up. But I feel tonight it's my job to introduce Paul to the people that don't know him, as well as a lot of people here know him as well as I do. Paul did give me a list of events in his life he would rather I didn't mention. But you'll be happy to know that I've ignored his request. Paul has played an integral part in developing my sense of humour also. So if you find anything offensive tonight, well, feel free to blame Paul. Okay, here we go. Paul Hutchinson, alias Paulie, Hutcho, Bro, the dude, the little man, not Jackie, and Matey, of course. Matey is the name that my son made up for Paul when he was very young, like 1 or 2, I suppose. When Paul first came on the scene, he'd always walk up into the house and go, "Mate, how are you?" And my son said one day, "Where's that man? What's his name? Matey." Matey sort of stuck. Quite a few of my friends call him Matey now.
He was horrified when he said that for real.
Oh no, Paul, when we told him his real name, he just laughed. Paul? Never mind. Okay, Paul was born on the 27th of 11th, 1952, Royal North Shore Hospital. I did Google the date, and apparently nothing really happened. I did read the hospital, Paul. Yeah. And apparently they're still called Freaky Friday. To say Paul has had an interesting and varied life does not really do him justice. Getting info out of him, though, is akin to pulling a tooth, So there's a lot of fuzzy periods in Paul's life, not a lot of recall. I figured he was just a So these are the highlights as he recalls. In 1966, Paul started shaping surfboards while he was still at high school at Norman Post Boys High. In 71, he moved out of Sydney and moved up to Brooklyn in northern New South Wales, where he still lives now. And continued shaping and surfing, and in that year, he also had his first trip to Bali. He shaped some boards for an Australian movie called Morning of the Earth. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it. It was very it's a beautiful old movie. I implore you all to get it out and have a look at it. It's all like stars in the movie and a couple of places.
Stars. The back of my head.
Paul was a 17-year-old. He went going over to Bali in 1971. You see on the movie there's this little dude walking down the dirt road, red board shorts, long blonde hair, halfway down his back. And there's a shot of Paul, he's sitting in a cave. And he's sucking on something. Very important. His first trip to Bali really started his long love affair with the island and with its people and with its culture. Subsequent trips, he met Dewa. He's become his Balinese brother. And, he's very Paul's family and 72, he had a stint designing and manufacturing fiberglass chairs for his brother Jeff. Look at the and of course 72 was the Aquarius Festival in Melbourne, which I think was quite informative, but they told me if you remember the Aquarius Festival means you weren't there. Oh yeah, 75 to 85. Things start getting a little hazy.